Well, hey family, happy Wednesday. This is Darlene stopping by real quick. So I'm posting information about what's called a celebrity collaborative shipping campaign. So right now there is a campaign opportunity available within the next 2 weeks. So within the next 2 weeks, I'm trying to get together like 7 designers who are absolutely positively ready to send out samples to one of the producers of films like Regrets, uh, Let Us Make Eve, Black Coffee, Stock Option. Like the man just has like a portfolio of movies that you more than likely have watched, but you don't know that it was him that is the producer, the writer, the director of all these different films. So I just had a conversation, and the opportunity is available for those of you who are ready to send out samples to this film company. Now, keep in mind, your website has to be up. It has to be live. It has to have professional pictures. Like everything about your website has to be professional. Check out your checking process. Put an item on your website that's maybe $1, and you go on and buy it for $1 just so you can go through that whole checkout process and you can make sure that everything is working as it should be working. So if and when people begin to buy from your website, you know that the checkout process is what the checkout process should be, right? Now, keeping in mind, there are no promises. I don't be making no type of promises about anything. For me, the goal is to build awareness, right? Is to build awareness. And all of us have worked with companies where they have literally sent out free samples. It may have been free samples for fabrics, marketing materials, business cards, carpet samples, drape samples, like all type of things. Even like with foods and protein drinks and all type of stuff, companies will send out samples, and they'll send out samples because you're not familiar with their product, right? So the strategy is, if I send you a sample, it introduces you to the quality of the product, right? So we have to do that too. And if you're serious about what it is that you're doing with your handmade jewelry, which is a $1 billion industry, by the way, right? $1 billion industry. We don't need the whole industry. We only need a small caption of it. We don't need all of it, just enough, right? Just enough is what we need. And how do we get that just enough? Through awareness. It has to be awareness. So if you're interested in any one of the celebrity collaborative shipping campaigns that's coming up, one is going to be to Tyler Perry Studio. Another one is going to be to the other 55 films. Another one is going to be to, we're going to do another one to Burley Evans, the celebrity who is a part of a lot of these movies, right? She does a reveal on her Instagram, and I think she's like, shoot, probably over 500,000 now. I don't know, but I know her numbers is really high, and she does those lives, and she have a lot of people on those lives. And after she did the last live, showing sam boxes that she had got from Jewelry by BDK designers, I got sales from that. I mean, I don't know if it came from her or people, I don't know, but I did have an increase in some sales. And the thing is, awareness. We have to stay in their faces if we want them to know that we are around as handmade jewelry designers and that we're serious about what it is that we're doing, right? So keep in mind, the industry that I'm tapping into, these people are always busy. They're always filming movies, they're filming shows, they're doing personal projects, they're on red carpets, they're going to screenings, they're doing junkets, they have speaking engagements, they're going to galas, they're doing all these type of things, right? So if we're sending samples once a month to the contacts that I have, which is generally somebody that's running some stuff, right? If we're sending samples once a month to that representative who has to say that if they use our designs or pieces in movies or shows or whatever, right? That's only once a month. But all the rest of the time, guess what? They have projects and stuff that they have to, have to be a part of. So that heightens the opportunity or potential for them to actually go to your website and purchase something from you. Why? Familiarity. They're familiar with your product, they're familiar with your design, they like the quality of it, they like the style of it, it works for them, and all that good stuff, right? How do you think a lot of these film companies, television places, and all this stick with some company or business? When they find them, they stick with it because it's like, okay, well, I like what we get from them. The style works with with us. It fits with the structure of who we are as a business, as a casting crew, and all that kind of stuff. So I am working on two more opportunities. So I'm in talks right now with a couple of people to find out, like the dates we can start sending things and exactly who they want me to send things to. So I am waiting for emails to come back um, of the two other reps that I'm talking to, so they can give me exact information and instructions on, how they want me to go about doing this. And then once I get information from them, then I can come up with another date for that particular production company, film company, and all that good type of stuff. But if you want to be a part of it, you got to remember everything has to be professional. So if all of this is going to really start at the beginning, well, one is coming up in the next 2 weeks. So if you're ready for the next 2 weeks, go to the Facebook group, Jury by BDK Creator Zone, and there's details all up in there for the shipping for within the next 2 weeks, right? So that one is coming quickly. But after that, all the rest of the shippings is going to start at the beginning of the year. So it's going to be every month during the beginning of the year, and we're just going to keep pumping it, keep pumping it, keep pumping it. And I'm going to keep seeking out opportunities and keep doing those type of things. And if you guys want to be a part of it, you got to be a part of the group. You got to get into the group, if you want all the details about things and stuff. For YouTube, I will probably only do a video once. I'm not going to post any information in the community area or mention it at all. You have to be a part of that Jury by BDK Creator Zone group, right? You got to be a part of that. In addition to that, I'm working on some other opportunities that will hopefully build awareness for what it is that we're doing with our handmade jewelry businesses. And remember, your website has to be live, your pictures have to be professional, all the content on your website, it had no misspelled words. Everything has to be very professionally laid out, right? And then again, check your checkout process to make sure that your checkout process is what your checkout process should be. And with everything beginning at the beginning of the year, it gives you time to get your marketing material together, your packaging together, how you want your packaging to be, like when you're sending these packages out. First impression, right? First impression. It's almost like going on a date. First impression. You want to be authentic, but you do want to make an impression, right? So you can get all your marketing material together, how you want to package everything, the colors that you want your schemes to be. Website has to complement your packaging, and you want to have your contact information on there. If you do have a business email, use your business email. Because with me, I use jurybybdk@gmail.com. And the reason why I use that one is because I don't want all that information and emails and everything going to my business, my actual business info at business email address. Just jurybybdk@gmail.com. That's the one that I use, and you could use that one if that's the only one that you have, but if you have an actual business address, business email address, when we're sending out the samples, be sure to put your business email address and not your Gmail or Yahoo if you have one. But if you don't have an actual info at whatever your business.com is, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and use whatever it is that you use. You do want to also have a professional letter in there. And if you don't have a professional letter in there, the promotional material can take the place of the professional letter. And the professional letter is just generally a bio of you, your company, what you're seeking, what you're asking for, in a sense. Like the goal is to possibly, see your cast members wearing, pieces from my da 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 da, however it is that you want to word it, right? But it does have to be professionally done. But anyway, a lot of opportunities coming. And at some point, there's a lot of other stuff that I'm working on that will actually build awareness. Build awareness. But what's going to happen is based on the handmade jewelry designers that comply and are professional, I'm going to at some point only pick 5 that are going to be a part of what I'm doing next after the collaborative shipping. So I got a whole lot of stuff that's coming up, and it's only for, and I know that a lot of people design because of, therapy, or they just enjoy doing it and they're not trying to make a business out of it or anything like that. And trust me, I do not frown on that. I love that for you if that is what you enjoy doing and that is your goal. And that's cool. That's cool stuff. That's beautiful stuff. But then there are others who are literally trying to make a profitable business out of what it is that they do with their handmade jewelry or whatever it is that they create. So some people really are really trying to build it to a point where they may have to, even if it's 2 really good contracts with 2 really solid steady film companies. That is like the one of the most, that would be a true blessing from God now, wouldn't it? Where you don't have to go out and hustle and go to events, and that's not my whole thing. I don't want to do all that. I want some contracts where I can create. My creativity is free. They all they say to me is, "Hey, we need 100 pieces. Whatever you create is what you create, but you do got a deadline." I ain't got no problem with that, right? That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking to be hustling and trying to. I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm sure there's a whole lot of other people are, of the same mindset. And if that's not you, that is absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. Keep doing whatever it is that you do. Keep being happy in the space that you're in, and that's all good stuff. No matter what it is that you do or how you're doing it and what your mindset is, that's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. That's all there is. There ain't no more. But anyway, Darlene Knight for Jewelry by BDK. And guess what? We gonna talk.